Hello everyone, it's Inque here, back with Battlefleet Gothic. So, this is actually going to be the last episode of the series. I track the analytics for all of this sort of thing, and it's just not getting that much attention, but I figured that we would round this off with something a little special. I'm going to be doing a best of 5 with the person who actually originally requested this series. Hello.
Hello, hello.
Alrighty, so, he has his Imperial Navy campaign fleet, and I'm running one of my old Chaos multiplayer fleets. So we're both reasonably well developed. We've got a fair number of ships available to us. I figured that...
we've had a few battles between each other with these two builds, so I'm really gunning it out for these guys.
Alrighty then. Let's see how it goes. So, first round, we are going to be doing just a basic 400-point cruiser clash. Let's see how this happens. Alrighty. So, let us get things running. Wow, that is really inconvenient points cost. I have like 2 points too few to fit in a light cruiser. Okay, in that case, I think what we want to do... Let's get a couple of those. Alrighty, so, fleet is good to go. Now, you may remember me discussing Chaos as being kind of a kiting setup. They like to keep their distance. They've got a lot of strike craft, a lot of long-range lancers, all that sort of thing. That's not how I play them. I like to play them up close and personal. And in this particular case, that means 2 of these lovely babies. And I was trying to conceal it because, like, I'm about to play against him, but he knows exactly what they are. I have 2 Slaughter class cruisers, which are extremely fast, have a lot of firepower, and both of these are pretty nicely upgraded. So yeah, I am all ready to go.
This is going to be really interesting.
Just how, what's your highest level ship, by the way?
Highest level ship? Which one is it? It actually might be one of the light cruisers. It's a light cruiser called the Divine Truth. I think it's a Dauntless class. I'm not using it in this game, though, just because we don't have the points for it. I decided to go a bit different for this build.
Yeah, I have, one of my Slaughters is level 7.
Wow. I think I have a regular cruiser. It might be the Gothic class. It's at level 8, but I can't remember if it's that one or the other one. Essentially, it's a slightly weird build-up.
Well, I do remember you're quite fond of your Nova cannons.
Oh yes, oh yes.
So I'm not looking forward to this. Actually, no. Let's not do that. Okay, I can already see that I'm outnumbered. There we go. Okay. Okay, and... yeah, that'll do. Okie dokie.
It's actually quite fitting that you're playing Chaos and I'm playing Imperials. It has that sort of theme tying.
Oh yeah, it's good old-fashioned 40k at its best.
Oh yes.
6 ships. Oh boy. So I'm guessing you don't have as dim an opinion of escorts as I do.
Not really, although normally I'd be going I tended to use a few light cruisers and then at least a cruiser or a battle cruiser as the flagship and the main ship. I wanted to do something a bit different this game, just because I wanted to have... Essentially, I've got more escorts than I would light cruisers. Trying to do something where I have a strategy where I tend to use the escorts to flank the larger ships as the larger ship moves into position, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah. It's a World of Warship strategy that I learned.
Ah, yes. It's a fine game.
Slightly weird to be using it in this context, but I'll take what I can get.
Command me!
Whatever works.
We're unstoppable!
Oh yeah.
So the fun thing about the Slaughter class cruiser is, here it has a speed of 225,
Command me!
which is actually the same speed as an escort. Slaughters are really mobile.
For the dark
Let's
gods!
see. I have a really interesting set of powers here. I don't remember why I have these, but
Moving to
well, no,
those
that's not quite fair. I
coordinates.
can see their use. So let's see. What are you doing? You are. I know that sound.
Ready
Yeah,
eternally.
I'm very familiar with the sound of a recon probe.
Moving to those coordinates!
Alright, so... that recon probe is coming this way.
Just show us something to kill!
Yeah, but it's not gonna... it's gonna miss everything important, I think. It's always a little risky sending out a recon probe at that range.
Your orders!
Alright. So, let's see...
Just show us something to kill!
oh, torpedoes.
Tremble, for chaos comes!
Alrighty.
Command me!
Let's see how you like that.
Ready eternally! We have sighted an enemy ship! For the dark gods!
Okay, yep. Plasma bomb, point blank range.
Ready eternally!
Oh shit.
Yep. Wait, that was...
Your orders!
no, that was a plasma bomb. I'm not sure how your firestorm survived that, but okay.
For the ruin
I think it
of
might have been on
powers.
the edges, if I'm looking at that correctly.
Probably. You can see here that, well,
Your orders!
died horribly, but you can see this little wave coming off this slaughter.
Setting
That's the
course.
mark of Nurgle, which is basically, if you get too close, then it will murder you horribly. A bunch of bonus damage.
Just show us something to kill!
Okay, so, I am...
Command me! Engines hot! Cruising speed set!
I thought so.
Setting course! We come for your souls!
So I'm just basically burning my escorts to
Your orders!
kill some of his, and I'm moving my
Follow your
slaughters into
command
position.
for now.
And whoa, that's a bit close. Wow.
A little close for comfort.
Something to kill!
Just about managed to get past though.
We'll follow your command for now.
Alrighty.
That guy is taking a bunch of damage. Let's set repairs on him. Hello, that's an Overlord class battle
For the
cruiser.
dark gods!
Let's use the Mark of Slaanesh.
Brace!
So, Mark of Slaanesh is incredibly annoying. It means that he can't use any abilities, basically.
For the ruinous powers! Just show us something
And we are going
kill.
to use lock-on with this guy here,
Moving to those
and just move in
coordinates.
and blaze away.
Command me! Engines hot!
We actually messed up
Adjusting
that
rotation!
movement, so let's
We'll follow your command
Ouch.
for now!
better do some repairs, but yeah, here we go. Just moving in with my Nurgle aura, and there goes the Overlord.
Setting course!
And this is why I am skeptical of escort mobs. They are nice in theory, but you get a couple of decent cruisers, they can cut through anything.
I'd like to think that I took a calculated risk, but I'm really bad at math.
Yeah. I mean, this particular pairing of cruisers, I've seen take down a battleship. Pretty.
That's actually impressive.
Pretty comfortably, actually.
Damn.
Nurgle goes in and just swarms people with its damage aura. Slaanesh locks down abilities, and between them they have armor-piercing ammunition, point-blank range lancers, and they just cut people to bits. Alright, so, round 1 to me. Let's see how round 2 goes. Alrighty, here we are, second round. By Dorley's request, we are doing Assassination, with him as the defender, and this is a 600-point match. So, this is going to be a bit bigger. You can see that I've got a few more ships available to me. Turned out a bunch of them had been destroyed in my multiplayer fleet and had to be repaired, so I just went in and spent a bunch for renown. So, what do I want to do with this? Well, we're going to go ahead and grab all of those. And then, let's see. I think we are going to take you. And let's see.
This is very interesting, because I'm trying to put the battlecruiser in as my admiral's ship, but then it's also letting me choose that for a ship of the line as well. This is very interesting.
I got nothing. But,
don't get me wrong, I'm not complaining about it. I like this.
Alrighty, well, there is my fleet. With, of course, the Soul Venom in the lead. And this time I will have some new toys to play with. So, yep, ready up whenever you're ready.
I am indeed ready. Here we go.
Alrighty. So, how badly am I outnumbered this time?
Not by much, I can tell you that much.
Oh.
Ooh, hello.
Okay, apparently, no, I messed up the settings, so actually you're trying to assassinate me.
I'm fine with this. Chance for revenge.
Yep. And the thing about assassination missions is you can't hide your flagship. It's ID'd right from the start.
This is going to be fun.
Okay, well, let's get those up and running. We want our new friend here to be doing things as well. You are going to be back here as well. And you can hang out. 5 ships. And I have no idea how many he has, because this is not Cruiser Clash, so it doesn't tell me. Alright. Let's rock and roll.
Let's do this.
Come on, me.
Okay.
Well, we have eyes on 2 ships. I'm guessing the rest are in that gas hole. And those torpedoes are going nowhere.
Ready eternally. Your orders.
Okay, so we do have a minor problem with identification here, but...
Just show us something to kill. For the ruinous powers.
Wait, that's our fighter squadron.
For the dark gods. We are unstoppable.
Yeah, we're gonna need those. With all of
Come on,
the
me.
torpedoes that he likes to throw around. Okay, so we have a Gothic class cruiser. I love those things. That's one Dauntless.
For the ruinous powers.
There's a Tyrant class cruiser. Nope, you missed.
Tremble for chaos.
It is indeed a Tyrant class cruiser. Oh wow.
For the dark gods. Moving to
Ah.
those coordinates.
Of course, unfortunately, this does mean that I have lost eyes on his stuff because he was able to go through
Your orders. Ready eternally.
through gas fields, but like this make life a little more difficult.
I do not like the look of that bomb. Is that plasma or stasis?
It's stasis. Stasis are the double-sized ones.
Ah, there we are.
Let's see. I want you to lose those.
For the
So,
dark gods.
Now this is going to be interesting, seeing if I can line up any shots.
Command me.
you- a little bit of lag.
Your orders.
Yep.
Tremble, for chaos comes.
Oh damn, I didn't expect that.
Cruising
I,
speed set.
I actually caught one of your ships with the torpedo spread.
Just show
Yeah.
us something to kill.
Alright, well, he can now see that I have
Ready
a
eternally.
third cruiser, which is a slightly interesting one. It's the Mark of Siege, which can do this. It can create a mobile gas field which follows it around.
Oh fun!
So, yeah,
Cruising
he
speed
just lost
set.
eyes on all of my stuff. Aside from the Soul Venom, which,
Just show us something to kill.
he...
I was still able to get a plasma bomb to go off somewhere
For the
near
dark
the.
gods.
Okay, let's drop that there.
I take my
Just
victory
show
for
us
it.
something
Yes,
to
ma'am.
kill.
Okay.
Let's see.
For the dark gods.
Okay, we should refresh off.
Those
the
escorts are
screen.
going to be the death.
For the ruinous powers.
Okay. So technically to win this, Technically I have won this. Like, I've been able to keep my capital ship out of range for long enough to be able to disengage, but where's the fun in that?
Command me.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna do a quick repair, because our boy there has taken some damage.
Cogitators
Let's see what I
engaged.
want to target here.
Return to normal function. For the ruinous powers. Tremble for chaos.
Oh, I don't like that.
comes.
I do not like the look of that.
Ready eternally. We'll follow your command. For
Are
now.
you sure you want to get that close to me?
Command me.
Not really, but I figured
Executing high energy turn.
this is all or nothing.
Brace.
Ah, shit.
Locking weapons.
For the Emperor.
Engines hot.
Let's see.
Okay.
Your orders. Setting course.
This is going to be interesting.
For the dark gods.
Do it.
For the dark gods.
Okay, well, that would be one cruiser gone.
Setting course. Ready eternally.
It would help if I remember to actually turn my boarding parties on.
We are unstoppable.
Ooh, that hurt.
Command me.
Have my devious flimflams disturb your sense of well-being?
I was actually talking about the twin fires, which
Ah,
I set.
shit.
Cruising speed
Okay, maybe
set.
not.
We'll follow your command for now.
I didn't think that through. I really did not think that through. Oh well.
Warp strike successful, Master! Just show us something to kill!
In the Emperor's name,
Ready eternally!
I sentence you to die.
Maybe later.
For the Dark Gods! Tremble!
Okay, so I just got a mutiny on the light cruiser because I underestimated just how much damage this thing would be taking.
Me!
Fun times.
Engines off!
Yep, that's there's a reason why she's level 7 and the heart of my fleet, even though I have battle cruisers.
I'll also point out that this is how the majority of games between my fleet and Inque's have gone over the past year of playing Battlefleet Gothic.
There's a reason why I go against the meta and play Brawler Chaos. I mean, it started off because I have a deep soft spot for the Slaughter class cruiser, going all the way back to the original tabletop game. But yeah, they're nasty pieces of kit if you put them together right. Alrighty, so game 3, here we come. Okay, round 3. Doing something a little different. We're doing Space Station Assault, which means that I'm going to be trying to destroy an Imperial battle station while Dorley tries to defend it. For this purpose, I have 700 points to play with, and he has 600, so this will be exciting.
I'm still going to hold the line in the name of the Emperor. That doesn't matter if I die this day.
I'm glad to hear it.
Sorry, I'm getting a bit too into character. My apologies.
No, that's half the fun of this game, dude. Alright.
Okay, let's have a look.
So
what will I do?
let's see. I could do that. Now, let's do this. And that leaves me with some points, so... Okay, no, there's no way to get more out of that, so... What is actually the difference between these? Oh, those have torpedoes, that would do it. Yeah, Chaos Torpedoes are not great, so let's...
I remember that you mentioned when we were first playing this game that... what was the equivalent you used? You said that Imperial Navy ships are similar to World War I dreadnoughts in that they're very heavily armoured, they're very slow, and they've got weapons that pack a punch, but they've got terrible range and speed. Whereas Chaos fleets tend to be more similar to stuff like treaty cruisers and battleships from the Second World War, in that their protection isn't as good, but they've got a much better range of agility, speed, and they've got really good high-range weapons.
Yeah, it's you've definitely got the World War I ships with the focus on broadsides, and just getting into messy stuff, while the Chaos fleet with its focus on long-range bombardment and particularly carriers are very Second World War. And then you've got the Tau, who actually play a lot like more modern navies, because you've got all the guided missiles and combined arms stuff.
I knew there was a reason I didn't like the Tau. Well, one of many reasons, but...
Alright. So,
okay,
we have a space station to destroy. Okay, so... where do I want to put the Soul Venom? Okay, you guys... Yeah, I'm really not sure why it defaults the Idolator Raiders to broadsides. because they have forward lancers. It's like this isn't helpful, guys. Okay. So down here we have one space station, which has 1200 health. Which isn't actually all that much. It's more than a cruiser, or a battle cruiser, but I think it's actually battleship equivalent. And of course it is well armed. We've got quad lance batteries, 4 ordnance bays, and 4 macro plasma batteries. But the interesting thing about this is that it's divided into quadrants. So technically it has 360-degree coverage, but it's got 1 weapon system on each. Also, it doesn't have systems, so we can't disable anything. And then we've got these little defense platforms, which are kind of dinky, but they still have macro turrets. And everything has really long range, so that's a thing. Alright, fleet is ready, and you have a lot of ships.
I do indeed have a lot of ships.
And those are... Alright, I know what those are. Twin torpedo salvos, Cobra destroyers. That is it.
Oh, you know it.
That is a unique configuration.
Just show us
Very,
something to kill.
very unique. Damn it, I forgot about the reload of that thing. I just tried to use a Nova Cannon and I couldn't remember how long it took to load, so I overestimated.
Whoops. Okay, woo. That's a lot of torpedoes.
Your orders.
Ah, boy.
There's a reason I went with these
Yep.
ships.
Ready
Let's see what
eternally.
happens here.
Engines hot.
Okay. So let's tell you to go down here,
Setting course.
and I'm just going to send you to murder those guys.
For the dark
The interesting thing about
gods.
this particular fleet that I have is I don't have auger probes at all. Like none of the ships which I have auger probes. I think that's in part because I think it was the first multiplayer fleet I put together, so there's some slightly odd and suboptimal choices in there, but okay, well these guys are doing their job. Oh, that's a Nova Cannon.
The one thing I don't like about the Nova Cannon is that even if you get a good bead on the ship, it still ends up being slightly inaccurate. Yep. If anything, that's like the one major complaint I have about it, because when it actually gets to hit, it's nasty.
Just show
Okay.
us something to kill.
Let's slow down for a moment because I need to work out what's going on.
Sighted an enemy ship.
Okay, let's see
Come
what
on,
happens.
me. Ready eternally.
Let's see what I can do here.
Okay.
Return to normal function. For the dark gods.
This is a very direct approach.
Prepare my ship or else.
This is interesting, actually, because I wasn't really expecting such a
We have sighted an
direct
enemy
fight
ship.
this early. I like it
Yeah,
though. It's
I mean
good.
you're running a huge amount of direct
For those
fire
coordinates.
and long range support, so it's like there is no reason to delay this.
Tremble, the chaos comes.
I also, part of my strategy was I wanted to try and block off. It's kind of hard to see, but I did block off one side of the battlefield with mines, so that it was essentially you'd have to come in one direction or risk getting mined severely.
Your orders.
Wow, your Gothic took a huge amount of punishment there.
Oh yes. There's a reason the game is named after it.
Yep.
For the dark gods!
Ooh, that's painful.
For the ruinous powers!
My main thing is I'm trying to get between you and the station, although I have definitely miscalculated.
We crossed an enemy defense platform!
Okay, there's one down.
We'll follow
Damn
your
it.
command! For now!
Come on.
Go ahead and drop a lightning strike on this guy.
Strike team slaughtered them!
Ooh, damn.
There goes the Gothic.
I actually just got a very good hit on the Soul Venom, I think it was.
Chaos escort destroyed!
Well, I'm about to lose my carrier, which isn't
We're
great.
taking heavy damage!
Let's move on Nurgle Slaughter forwards and try and take out this tyrant.
Come on, Vinny!
Meanwhile, our other two ships can keep working over the station.
Just show us something to kill!
Okay, yep, there goes another cruiser.
Damn it.
I'll follow your command, for now! For the dark gods!
Yeah, my Nurgle cruiser is not doing well.
Moving to those coordinates!
My main goal in this is I'm expecting to lose, but I also want to cause as much damage as I can,
For the dark gods!
so...
Moving to those
Yep.
coordinates! Just
Ah,
show
shit.
us something to kill!
I always like hearing you say that.
We've
Okay,
crushed an
there
enemy
goes the
defense
defense platform,
Bloodbath!
and we actually still have
For
one of our
chaos!
escorts. I'm impressed.
Break them in
I was
mind
actually
and
able to
body.
get a decent shot with the Nova Cannon again.
For the dark gods!
It's very lucky that I've actually run out of all ahead full in terms of engine boost. Very lucky. Ah, damn it.
There we go. Alrighty.
I still scored fairly well compared to how I normally go.
Well, this is, it's not an easy fleet to fight.
No. Oh, trust me, I've noticed it's not easy to fight.
Oh, that is technically the end of the best of 5, but we do have something special lined up for a 4th battle. Stay tuned. Alrighty, here we are, match 4. We're doing randomly generated fleets in factions which we... Well, in my case, I'm not comfortable with Space Marines, and in his case, he hasn't played Orcs. So, this should be fun. And, it'll be a nice bit of... Well, nice little Clash of the Titans. We did our Imperials versus Chaos,
Yeah.
now we're going for the other classic matchup.
Red ones go faster.
Alrighty. Oh yeah, I forgot that. Space Marines don't actually get battle cruisers.
Stupid homies.
Yeah, we just get some extra battle barges. And,
That means more for us to kill.
oh my god. I forgot how expensive these things were. That's insane.
Looks like you got a pipe through the nose with your teeth.
Yeah, well, I guess I'll just have to get some extra teeth off you. Let's see.
You're not getting my teeth from me. I'll fight you 1v1.
That is the plan. Alright, let's do this.
Hey.
Oh my god. Oh wow, this is gonna be so silly. Let's see, what do I want? Sure. Rail lances, macro batteries, lance turrets. Okay.
It's good to see that you're always finding out how to fight us.
So, how many ships do you have?
I got the 3 out of the thing.
Alright. I have 2 ships.
Yeah. Makes it easier for us to aim the guns.
Oh yeah. Yeah, aiming is not going to be a problem for you. I'm probably going to lose this horribly, but I want to see how this goes.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Alrighty. That is a gorgeous looking ship. I'm kind of sad that there isn't a Warhammer 40,000 Sons of a Solar Empire mod. Like, I think there have been a few people who've tried to make one, but it's never gone anywhere. Alright. Nice and simple. There's my fleet.
Ready for battle.
Okay, we want you to be at maximum range. And you should fire some torpedoes.
Show us the enemy.
Right. Thunderhawks ready. Auger probe. Firing. Three Orc ships in 400 points. That could be a number of things, because like Orc light cruisers are actually pretty cheap. Oh yeah, that guy took some damage because he ran through an asteroid field. That wasn't
Space
clever.
Marines ready.
That's a lot of torpedoes.
Astartes vessel ready.
Just gonna have to thread that needle.
Repositioning.
Wall of skill incoming. Okay. That is more torpedoes.
Tactical maneuver engaged. I am
Yeah,
listening.
the orcs.
Alright.
Enemy in
We just
sight.
gotta hit the boys if they're gonna run our way. We use the boss polar is to the
Astartes vessel
discipline.
ready.
Well, that is one
Hold course.
Terra class cruiser.
Space Marines ready.
Let's find out what the rest is.
Moving to position. Underway.
That's gonna hit.
At your
Couldn't
command.
do any damage.
Enemy in sight.
That's 2 Terra class cruisers.
To where we are needed.
No! Yeah! And a Hammer class battle cruiser. Okay.
Here we go!
We cannot stand much more.
Yep. That hurt.
Ready for battle.
Alright, so what do I want to do to maximize up my chances here? I want to target everyone's engines.
Show us the enemy. Hold course.
Whoa, that took a huge chunk of your shields off.
Yeah. It's about time that we had a real fight out here. Here we go!
Tactical maneuver engaged. Underway. Astartes vessel ready. Repositioning.
Oh boy.
Moving to
I mean, this is a matchup which I would usually shy away from. One ship versus 3 is poor odds, regardless of what the one ship is. But
moving to position.
you know, in this particular case,
To where we are needed.
this is going to be fun.
Tactical maneuver engaged.
Have you figured out what it is yet?
Underway. Repositioning.
Yeah.
Hold course.
Hit the red button.
To where we are needed.
Battle barge chosen of Scargill.
Underway.
This is actually doing a scary amount of damage.
Tactical maneuver engaged.
Yeah.
Enemy in sight. At your command.
And now we do the borders to try and get on board and hit those homies in the head. You hear me, homies?
Underway.
I will take your word for it, good sir.
At your command.
This is what we call that big red button.
Tactical maneuver engaged.
Which I think did more damage to you than it did to me. That's impressive. Orcs are usually good at ramming, but this does have 75 armor on all sides, so...
Hold course.
Oh, and yeah, one of your cruisers appears to be running away.
Repositioning.
I gotta smack those boys, teach them discipline.
Maneuver engaged.
Stop them from running away. Yeah, you got it.
Moving to position.
This is what Force hammer.
Commencing repairs.
Where we are needed. Hold course.
That's right, the fire's over here.
Underway. At your command.
Alrighty. Yeah, Space Marines get 4 boarding actions as standard.
Where we are needed. Hold course.
Yep, they build them to last.
Tactical maneuver engaged.
Alrighty. Oh,
Moving to position.
I either talk about side scraping in model tanks, but I don't think this is what they mean.
Repositioning.
Ooh.
It likes to cause a bit of damage to the engines on our homies.
Underway.
Yeah.
That's 2 fires we've taken, and our repairs are on cooldown, so
Hold course.
that's not good.
To where we are needed.
But yeah, there's a reason why a battle barge costs over 300 points.
Moving to position.
Okay.
At your command.
So that's 2 of their cruisers down, but our battle barge is taking
Repositioning.
a fair amount of damage. Let's see how they like
Tactical
a plasma
maneuver
bomb.
engaged. Standard speed engaged.
Okay,
Hold course.
lock on.
Setting
Homies
fire.
are showing a bit of strength against us. We gotta show them who's boss.
Fire!
Moving to
Fire for
position.
effect.
And if I hit the big red button, we goes and we teaches them a bit of a lesson.
Our rush cannot be denied.
The ship does have holes.
Where we are needed.
That's a lot of holes.
Repositioning.
Wow. Okay, so the reason why low-level Space Marines suck is because their high-level ships are insane. Fucking hell. Like, if that's been any other race's battleship, then... well, maybe the Tau battleship, but, I would have been slaughtered. And Space Marine Battle Barge doesn't even have that many guns.
That was pretty insane how much damage that thing soaked up.
I mean, it has 1400 health, and it has 75 armor on all sides, which translates to a 75% chance to just ignore all damage.
I personally think one of the scariest things you can encounter in this game, if you're playing anyone but Space Marines, is when you got a player that's able to get 2 battle barges that are fully upgraded against you, because that's happened to me, I think, twice doing multiplayer, and it's actually quite scary, because you've got 2 of these things, and just focusing on one of them is bad enough.
Yeah, I believe it. I mean, on the other hand, that is 650 points of investment, which has gone in there, which is, well, I mean, you could get 4 slaughters for that. 4 slaughters, I might give odds for that if they're sufficiently upgraded with armor-piercing ammunition and stuff.
Actually, makes you wonder who would win: 4 slaughters or 2 battle barges?
I don't know.
It'd be a hell of a matchup. I mean, that's what's pretty obvious from it.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's not something we can easily set up.
I know. You have to give me at least a month to get all the experience in place to even build half of that.
But yeah, that was fun. I wasn't expecting to trash you in all 4 matches, especially that last one. But hopefully you had fun as well.
Oh, of course, always.
And I hope that everyone watching enjoyed this as well. Like I said, this is going to be the end of the irregular Battlefleet Gothic series, but it's not impossible that I will throw up the occasional video for this every now and again in the future anyway. Just because I feel like it, because I'm allowed to do that. I am my own boss. That is the glory of YouTube.
Wait, you can actually do that?
Oh yeah, it's in the contract.
Oh, sorry, I got you now.
Anyway, folks, apparently,
sorry, that's on my side.
Apparently, there's a phone call going on. But yes, hopefully you all enjoyed that. Wednesday there will be more Stellaris. I apologize for the delay in last week's Stellaris video. There was a bit of a mixed up to get the long and the short of it, but it did get up eventually, and it's part of the playlist, so that is all good. And then on Friday, I'll be starting my Federation comparisons, because, like I said, I technically have both Star Trek Armada 3 and Sacrifice of Angels stuff for the Federation, but that was early days and I can do better. So, that's all to look forward to. But until next time, folks, stay safe.